friends, myself Hemant M. Patel, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about the dust collection and its disposal. Right? So these are the classification of the dust collector. First of all, how we can get this particular that dust. So in the power plant we are utilize the fuel means it is a substance composed mainly carbon and hydrogen and produce a large amount of heat when burning with oxygen. So after the combustion of that particular fuel we are getting such type of dust as particle after the combustion or incomplete combustion, right? So these are the classification of dust collector. So mechanical dust collector, in which including gravitational separator, cyclone separator, weight type mechanical dust collector, and electrostatic precipitator. Okay, so these are the dust collector. So over here you can see first one, smoke and dust removal. The products of combustion contain particles of solid matter floating in suspension. This may be smoke or dust, right? Already I talk about the combustion, right? After the combustion we are getting such type of dust and smoke. The production of smoke indicates that combustion conditions are faulty and amount of smoke produced can be reduced by improving the furnace design, right? So how much amount of smoke will be generated that depend on the condition of that particular uh, combustion condition, right? So it may be faulty, that time more smoke will be produced, and suppose you have to reduce that particular matter, at that time we can improving that particular furnace design. Smoke is produced due to the incomplete combustion of fuels, right? So generally uh, we all know about the incomplete combustion may be occur, at that time smoke will be produced more, right? So more smoke particles are less than 10 micron in size. To avoid the atmospheric pollution, the fly ash must be removed from the gaseous products of combustion before they leave the chimney, right? That depend on particular pollution, right? Suppose as per the norms we can reduce the pollution, atmospheric pollution. That's why first of all we have to leave that particular gases through the chimney. Before that leave, you must know about the remove that particular fly as through the that particular fuel or flue gases. The removal of dust and cinders from the flue gas is usually affected by commercial dust collectors which are installed between the boiler outlet and chimney, usually in the chimney side of air preheater, right? So where it is introduced, so depend on the boiler outlet and chimney where we are introduced such type of dust collector for the removed the fly ashes through from the gaseous, right? Dust collectors. So first one you can see mechanical dust collectors. By increasing the cross sectional area of duct through which dust laden gases are passing, right? So the velocity of gases is reduced and causes heavier dust particles to fall down. Changing the direction of flow of flue gases causes the heavier particles of settle out. Sometimes buffels are provided to separate the heavier particles. So over here you can see mechanical dust collector, weight type dust collector. So this is the weights, means over here we are introducing the nozzle. Through the nozzle we are spray the water into the direction of the flue gases, right? So whenever we are introducing that particular dust laden flue gases, means what, in which including all as particles, right, dust as particles, and which is goes into the upward direction. But due to the spray of the nozzle, what happened, that the dust and heavier particle will be settled down into the this direction. So after only clean gases which is goes into the upward direction, right? So this type of weight type dust collector not suitable for large power plant. So generally we can select a chemical neutralization needed before polluted water discharge, right? So suppose this type of water we can gathering into the downward direction, in which chemical neutralization is required, right, before that polluted water discharge. So this is the weight type dust collector. Over here you can see, from that way we are introducing the dust gas, right? And this is the dust collection hopper. So in which what happen, suppose this cross sectional area will be increased, at that time that heavier particle which is goes into the downward direction, and only clean gas which is passing through this direction, right? Same kind of thing over here you can see, this gas we are introducing, and at that time over here you can see this is the buffet, right? So suppose we are entering the buffet into the direction of the flue gases, at that time what happen, it will be strike on that particular buffet, so heavier particle goes into this downward direction, and only gases which is goes in this direction, right? So through that method we can collect the heavier particle raw dust. Over here in this cross section area you can see, from this direction we are introducing the dust gas, and after what happens, sudden area will be increased, so that gas which is passing in this direction, and heavier and dust particle which is settled down in the direction, downward direction. Same kind of thing, abrupt change, so sudden changes in the direction. Over here you can see, from that direction we are introducing the gas, right, dust particle gas, and that sudden changes in the direction, so clean gas passing into this direction, and heavier dust particle which is goes into the downward direction. After you can see the buffet, so in between we are introducing the buffet in the direction of the flue gases. So at that time what happen, that gases strikes onto the buffet, so heavier particle which is goes into the downward direction, and clean gases which is passing into the this direction. Okay, so over here enlarge cross section area, abrupt changes of the flow of the direction, and buffet, right? Through we can collect, and we can separate the dust particle from that particular gas. Electrostatic precipitator, ECP. So generally nowadays this type of ECP is generally wide range utilized in the thermal power plant. In electrostatic precipitator is a device that removes dust particles from a flowing gas, means such as air, using force of an induced electrostatic attraction, like charges repel, unlike charges attract. Electrostatic precipitators are highly efficient filtration devices that allow flow of gases through device and can easily remove fine particles matter such as dust and smoke from airstream. So easily we can remove through this way particular matters such as dust and smoke from the air. Okay, what are the components we can utilize into the electrostatic precipitators? So electrodes and current, high voltage transformer, rectifier, insulators and hopper. Okay, so this is the basic diagram of an electrostatic precipitator. Okay, this is the AC supply, this is the control cabinet, this is the transformer, this is the rectifier, right? And after that AC current will be converted into DC, and this is the electrode. Okay, so from that we can introducing the dust gas, and that all particle matter, heavy particle or little bit matter which is uh, stick on that particular electrode. So after only clean gas which is passing into this direction, and through that plate we after we can get the particular uh, dust and ash particle. Okay, so control cabinet is used to interconnect the AC supply and transformer through the cables. Transformer is used to step up or step down voltage as per the design of electrostatic precipitator. Rectifier is used to convert AC supply into DC supply. Hopper is used to store dust particles and ash content coming out from the electrostatic precipitator. What are the advantages of electrostatic precipitator? This is more effective to remove very small particle like smoke, mist and fly ash. Its range of dust removal is sufficiently large, 0.0 micron to 1 micron. The small dust particles below 10 microns cannot be removed with the help of mechanical separator, and wet scrubber cannot be used if sufficient water is not available, right? So that is the important thing. Dust particle below 10 micron cannot be removed by the mechanical precipitator, mechanical separator and wet scrubber. That's why we are utilize this type of electrostatic precipitator. Below the 10 micron particles easily we can remove. This is also most effective for high dust loaded gas as high as 100 grams per cubic meter. The drought loss of this system is least of all forms 1 centimeter of water. It provides ease of operation. The dust is collected in dry form and can be removed either dry or wet, right? So the dust is collected in the dry form and can be removed either dry or wet. What are the advantages of a electrostatic precipitator? So over here you can see first the direct current is not available with the modern plants. Therefore considerable electrical equipment is necessary to convert low voltage AC to high voltage DC. This increase the capital cost of the equipment as high as 40 to 60 cents per 1000 kg of rated installed steam generating capacity. The running charges are also considerably high as the amount of power required to charging a considerably large, because in which we are using the plate which is chargeable. That's why we are introducing the power, right? So that much amount of power is required to charging that particular cable, a particular panel. The space required is larger than the weight system. The efficiency of the collector is not maintained if the gas velocity exceeds that for which the plant is designed. The dust carried with the gases increase with an increase of gas velocity. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of electroprecipitator, right? But in certain range we can utilize the mechanical separator, in which gravitational separator like. But in sometimes up to the below the 10 micron dust particle we have to easily remove with the help of electrostatic precipitator. That's why nowadays we are introducing electrostatic precipitator in thermal power plant. Thank you.